Yeah, it's not located on any map. It's located right here. Right here. Capital M, capital T, MensTown. There's trust and friendship between men. There's no deals going south. There's no lawyers there. Only real men. And a few good dogs.
Oh. Baker and I are back.
Barely.
We took a 2-week hiatus, right? 2 weeks?
Yeah, on accident. Easter kind of happened, then work kind of happened, and now here we are 2 weeks later.
To be fair, we were both pretty beat up about the Florida State shooting as well.
Yeah.
So whenever that happened, we're just like, we need to take some time to process everything because my sister's there.
Mm-hmm.
Was there. She's now on summer break. But yeah, we took some time off. I don't even know what episode we're on. What, 35? 34?
I definitely not 34. It's 35, I think.
30-something.
36? I don't know.
Yeah, we're on one of those episodes.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back. We've been seeing the talk of the town on social media lately.
Yes, we have.
Of
go ahead, tell
the looming question of one gorilla versus 100 men. So we figured we'd take this episode to ask a couple more hypothetical questions, and I want to hear Baker's answer, obviously, on one man versus one man versus 100 gorillas. Who's winning that? 100 gorillas versus one man. I have my answer. It's a great answer. But I want to hear Baker's, and obviously we want to hear the people's answers as well. So hit me with what you got there, Big Dome Bake.
I think it depends on how this works.
Okay. You can't have any weapons.
No, I understand that. But, like, if we're going in 100 people at once, there's a chance.
Well, yeah, you're not lining up. Like, you're not going one at a time.
Yeah. Now, some of the memes, like when Dude 57 shakes him in the fourth round.
Yeah, he surprise uppercuts him in the fourth round.
And then, like, stadium vibration, whatever that thing was. From
NCAA stadium
football
meter.
search, and your guy 58.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a...
Great.
It's not a one-on-one scenario. Like, you're coming at him from all angles. And it's a silverback.
Yeah, I understand. That's implied. Is it 100 randos, or can we cultivate a list? Because if it's a list, I think we got a chance.
All right, so I think the first round is 100 randos. Like, it's going to be your slim build, your skinny build, your average build, your jacked build, your fat build. Like,
get 100 randoms.
100 randos.
We could end up with a lady boy. It could be a bad beat.
Yeah, you could have a femboy.
I think we lose there, but I think if we get to cultivate the list, I think we got a chance.
Well, no, it wouldn't be. You wouldn't have any trainees. There's no longer any trainees in these sports. I think it's developing into a sport at this point.
Till I see a league, we have a lady boy.
Yeah, and there is sports betting on it.
I don't think. Never mind. So I froze a little bit. So I don't know. If you could cultivate the list, I think there's a chance. If you cannot, then probably no chance. I think I'm taking everyone in the top 15 ranked from the UFC heavyweight division. I think all of them got to be on the list.
See, even then, I just don't think, like, I think a gorilla is just going to eat punches.
Yeah, but how many?
Like, I had this argument with somebody at work today.
Like,
as you can see,
Mark Henry, like the world's strongest men, like, they get in on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, but I also, like, my argument is I deal with idiots on the daily, so I know how people are. I know how mankind is. Now, granted, not everybody's...
Here it starts.
Yeah. Not everybody is the brightest of the bunch, you know? And
That's a perfect example.
I mean, both of us. I don't have much faith in humankind to take on a silverback gorilla. I really don't.
I think if you cultivate a list of 100 people, there's a chance. Especially if they get to go all at once, there's a chance.
Does Derrick Henry make that list?
No, I think Aaron Donald does.
Oh, he's got to.
I think Max Crosby does.
Okay. I
think
want to throw
the dude that the Bucks just signed, the 464-pound kid from
Oh,
Florida. He
they-
makes the list.
yeah. Well, him and Vita Vea.
Yeah, I mean, it's 800 pounds up front for the Bucks, so I think they make the list. I didn't even think of the sumo community. They got to make the list.
That's
like,
true.
you got five
Yeah,
of
but
them,
they're not.
it's the
But
same
they're
weight.
slow. They're slow. A gorilla's at least fast. You know.
I understand that, but at the same time, how much does a silverback gorilla weigh?
Let's take a look here.
Yeah, I think I need that number.
430 pounds. Not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, no, good buddy from the Bucks is heavy. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
but
weight-wise, now strength-wise, we're screwed. If he figured out how to bench, he'd put up 1,000 pounds.
Easily.
I think it's 1,000 pounds for warm-up. So I think weight-wise, we dominate.
Look, I think if Planet of the Apes is any...
Brother, they got those things talking. They figured out how to shoot rifles. I'm not saying that we're squaring up today.
You know, somebody asked me, somebody was like, what about 1 million ants? You think 1 million ants could take on one gorilla?
1 billion ants?
No, a million.
No, not 1 million. 1 billion, yeah. But
You don't think 1 million?
I think 1 billion. Here's the thing. Does the gorilla know its purpose in that?
Yeah, the gorilla just sees red, brother. Like, he's just, like, the ants are attacking him. He's going...
It's just on sight. Anything that moves, it's on sight. I don't know. 1 billion would be crazy. 1 million ants, I think he probably could. What kind of ant?
They're fire ants, for sure.
I mean, your feet get itchy, hands get itchy, but I don't know. I think all 1 million would have to bite him at once, but he ain't letting 1 million get on him.
At this point, he could just trample on a... I mean, I've seen... You remember Indiana Jones whenever, like, what was it, the ants that swallowed the guy?
Yeah, the fictional movie.
Yeah, well, look,
where they opened people's chests up, took their heart out, put it together, and they lived.
That was real. They did that in the movie.
That happened in the 70s. Absolutely. Yeah,
it was a different time back then.
Space. No.
Oh.
I thought you made a sound. No, that's great.
I did. Lydia, what do you think about that argument?
What?
100 men versus one gorilla.
Oh, the gorilla's gonna kill them.
You think so?
What if it's a cultivated list?
What if it's like a cultivated list, like a military drawn, like hand-picked list
of anyone on the planet?
What are the parameters?
Anybody on the planet.
Anybody on the planet.
Like, I'm talking, you can have like the best UFC fighter. You could have the big boy from the Bucks now, who's like 497 pounds. A couple sumo wrestlers.
I wouldn't trust sumo wrestlers. They're not.
Just because
fast,
how they look.
All they have is blubber.
Is it because how they look?
100.
Yeah. I mean, I just see him like just trampling, like just flailing arms, like.
Speaking of things in 100,
yeah. In that case, I think that the men are gonna win.
Dude, 100 cultivated lists. I think there's a chance.
There's gonna be a lot of deaths for sure.
Yeah, out of that 100, how many do you think are dying?
76.
99. The 100th just finishes it off. It's Conor McGregor.
David Goggins just by himself. Like, you just been speaking into a mirror for the last 30 minutes and realize everyone else is dead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, first on the list, Chuck Norris. How are we sleeping on these things? Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Mike Tyson in his prime could probably do it. A one-on-one.
Tyson?
Who's the UFC fighter that used to like wrestle like tigers and stuff? Or bears? No, I think it was
I think it was like
Khabib.
Khabib or
It
something like
was.
that. But I think it was like baby bears. I don't know
Yeah.
if they were like them grizzlies because if he popped up against a grizzly, he's done.
Dude, give me a grizzly versus a silverback. I'll take the grizzly.
I think I take. That's a lot of weight. I think I take the silverback because of the opposable thumbs.
Yeah, but grizzlies can just rip you to shreds, dude, with
I
their claws and stuff.
But what if the gorilla got grips on him? There's more grip.
That's fair.
I don't know. Dude,
That's
we
fair.
Can sit here. We could sit here for an hour and debate idiotic things like that. Do you see the kid that called Shador Sanders? His dad got fined $100,000 by the league.
Was it 100K or 10K? I thought it was 10.
100. I got told at my work today that it was 100K.
And the kid goes to Ole Miss, right?
No idea. It was elite content.
Oh yeah, it was great.
That was perfect.
It was great. I mean, a genius move on his part, like all-time prank for sure.
Yeah, elite. I mean, obviously it happens. Like this is not the first time, but it's the first time it's this public. Like in today's day and age, someone has that number, and people get those numbers, and it's. I feel like those pranks probably happen every single year, but that's just elite that it happened to him in the situation he was in.
Yeah, I mean, you can't you at that point you can't even be mad at your kid, right? Like it's comedy.
No, I think you could probably put together a pretty quick GoFundMe to pay that fine. Now, I think it would be paid in a day.
Yeah. Now, I want to go back to this hypothetical question of gorillas versus humans.
Yeah.
One full-grown adult versus 100 kindergartners.
Do I get to pick my location?
You don't. It's just in a field.
Is it okay? Just in a field, and they're just running.
No weapons. They're just running at you. 100 of them, and you're full like you're you now. You're a grown adult.
I think I'm getting tired after 30 is the issue. I think I feel like I'm going to get winded early.
They're kindergartners.
What stops that?
That's true. They have a ton of energy.
Bro, they have a ton of energy, and like, is it kind of like they just see red? Like, if I throw one, are they getting back up, or is it like I just have to dispose it?
I mean, it depends on how hard you're just yeeting them around. Like,
I mean, I'm not eating them more than 10 feet. Think about it. Kindergartner, 40 pounds, you probably get that maybe 15 feet if you get a swing in there.
I don't know. I'm probably picking one up from the ankle or something and swinging them around, just like smacking every other kid.
And seeing where you get.
Yeah. I'm gonna say probably final answer for me. I could probably take close to 45 out before I like.
It depends on when I get winded, and also like if these kids are biting ankles and stuff like that, I think it could be a bad beat. Do I get a cup because I feel like someone's going to hit me there?
Oh, 110%. You're gonna get nut tapped at least 20 times.
Oh, God,
that's what they do. That's just what they do.
The wind out of you, dude. I don't think you get the 45. Like you're going to get. Like
Yeah,
you get to 15 and then they just catch you in the Johnson. I don't think it goes well.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to change my answer there.
Dude, I don't know. And it's also like we can't sit here. Like the gorilla, it's killing 100 people to win that fight. Like we can't sit here and say we're killing 100 kindergartners to win that fight. Like there's a line here where humanity steps in. That gorilla sees red. Francis Ngannou's getting folded like he's fighting Anthony Joshua.
Oh, man. All right. Some more hypothetical questions. That was a pretty good one. I've been thinking about that one all day. If you could have an hour of honest conversations with anyone in the world, who would you talk to and what would you ask them? Now, side note, you can't talk to like people that are dead or like God or Jesus or anybody like that.
Am I allowed to air my conversation? Like, is this a live stream for the planet, or like I take this to my grave and I'm the only one that knows? I just get the answers.
I mean, if you wanted to, I guess.
I'd love to live stream it. Do I get like a dinner table? Like I get 3 people, or is it one person?
It's one-on-one. Just
God,
one-on-one.
1-on-1 anywhere on the planet.
Yeah. Any person that can't be dead. It has to be somebody.
It's a coin flip.
Okay. No, it's a good one, right? It's a good question.
Yeah. That's hard. Do I use it for personal gain, or do I do it for the benefit of the world?
See, this is one where you could be selfish and just talk to like a random Joe Schmo, like if you wanted to talk to Tom Hanks or whatever, you could, or if you wanted to like talk to like an astrophysicist or something and try to like.
Yeah, but their answers are only science. None of that. Like, yes, science is definitive and can create fact, but also it's scientific theory for a reason.
Well, it was just an example.
Yeah. No, I think it's hard. I think you either go the comical route and have like a really funny conversation with Kanye,
Oh, jeez.
Like it could be elite.
Have you heard his Cousins song? Just a side note.
No.
I highly suggest everybody go and look up that song if you're listening to this episode. Go and look up Cousins by Kanye.
That feels like a very slippery slope and no Diddy.
So you got to give me a final answer because for some reason one name is calling out to me, and I don't know why this name is calling out to me. And Matthew McConaughey. I don't know.
God, yeah, but he's open. He's open in what he does. Like his conversation with Gordon Ramsay when they were cooking steak was a great conversation.
Yeah.
But I would say that if I want the betterment of the world, someone political.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
But it's so hard. Like if heaven's opened up, angel comes down and says this person and this person are going to sit down for a perfectly honest conversation where no one can lie whatsoever, and then it happens, I think it would have to be someone political. I agree
with you.
Want to be on.
Okay, what about if it was like a dead person? Who would you talk to?
Jesus. Technically not dead.
I thought you were going to go a different route and say Hitler.
No. I'm not wasting that.
That's a good one. Not Hitler, but
no, not wasting that. Maybe Genghis Khan. Want to know the secrets?
That'd be sweet. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I don't know, man. I would probably.
I would have one question. It would be a 30-second conversation. Mr. Khan, nice to meet you. Do you actually have 1,000 kids?
That's good.
It's if it's people that are dead. Adam, it's really nice to meet you, sir. Were the pyramids here? Like, was that aliens, sir? Were the pyramids here when you got
here?
Yeah,
dude, that's a good question.
Were the pyramids here?
Yeah.
I feel like I could answer a lot of questions in my life. And for the world. Like, if we can open it up to dead people, I think we have a chance to really solve some mysteries.
Yeah, that's I've always wondered about the pyramids, because now they're, like, saying that it goes much deeper than just surface level.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, are they in the ground? Are they not in the ground? I don't know.
Yeah. Which is so interesting to me. I would love to go and check them out. Just to, like, have one of those people that try to sell you crap or be like a tour guide come up to you just so I can be like, no, like, screw you.
Bro, they get
screw with them.
They get annoying. I don't think I would have the patience for how annoying they can possibly
get. Yeah, but imagine me and Dad, for some reason, we're just in Egypt checking out pyramids. And some Joe Schmo comes up to us and like, you need a tour guide?
It goes global.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to hit you with a couple more here.
Okay.
Paper airplanes. Do you think they were made before the actual airplane was invented?
Yes, the first one was made out of paper and almost like toothpicks. It felt like. Yes. Next question. Give me.
Did it fly though? Do you think they were just
the Wright brothers were very light wood and paper was their airplane?
Okay, that was a stupid question. I'm sorry.
It's not a stupid question, but I believe that modeling definitely took place before. I don't know if it was purely out of paper, but I'd assume the paper airplane was built before a real airplane. That is a full assumption. I have no idea factually or not.
Okay. So you think it was the Wright brothers that actually came up with so technically they came up with the paper airplane as well then, no?
Possibly, or did they come up with a model airplane? What?
I don't know.
Because paper would be truly paper. I
Right,
wonder if they
brothers
had like
didn't invent the
toothpicks.
airplane, they just invented the first airplane that could fly.
So they didn't create paper airplanes then? Because paper airplanes and regular airplanes are two different things. You know?
Bro, she's too smart for us.
Honestly, yeah, honey, you're too smart. You might need to stay out of this conversation.
Bro, this is going downhill quick.
Yeah. Man, what are some other good hypothetical questions?
Brother, when I told you I came prepared with absolutely nothing, I meant that. What's a question guaranteed to start an argument? There we go.
A question guaranteed to start an argument?
Yeah. Do it.
I love how I look over at Lydia, and Lydia's just like, what? What do you think about that one, baby? It's guaranteed. Oh. While you think on that, I got one for Baker.
Yeah, go ahead.
Under what situation would you consider it acceptable to take a human life?
I would say active shooter situations. I think that's fair. Once I have kids, defending my kids, defending my family. I feel like that's all depends on the circumstance, but I mean, I don't know.
This is a good question because I personally am still in favor for the death sentence in situational cases. So I think child rapists and sex traffickers and things of those sorts.
I'd be down for death penalty. I thought you meant it more along the lines of.
Are you texting it to me?
No.
Oh. She's texting her side hose.
I thought you meant more along the lines of.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too. I'm totally in agreement.
I don't know if I'm going to start Dexter in the whole situation, but
I'm with you though. If somebody I've always told Lydia that if somebody comes in between me and mine, you might be catching a 9mm to the face or
might hit him in the shoulder the first time, but the second
let him let him suffer a little bit. Okay. Do you believe in life on other? Man, we are kind of all over the place this episode. Do you believe life on
flippable content from here on out? Nobody's requested to record if we can't get 12 clips from it.
Yeah.
I think there's life on other planets. I feel like there's definitely aliens.
You think there's aliens, or you think there's just like organisms and bugs and stuff on other planets?
I feel like at this point it would be we don't know enough to say there is or isn't, but it's much more logical to say there is other cognate life.
I agree. Lydia said she does have her answer. What do you got?
I have two.
Okay. This is going back to your question or my question.
No, I know. I'm here for it.
It was your question, yeah?
Yeah.
Say it again.
What is a question guaranteed to start an argument? Lydia, go for us.
Okay. One is really simple, but always ends in some sort of argument.
Okay.
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
Ooh, that's good. Pineapple on pizza.
Okay.
All right. What's your other one? Because I know this one's going to be deeper, and we're probably going to get in an argument about it later.
Do you think I'm crazy?
Ooh.
That doesn't start an argument.
That's a good one. Ooh.
Is it a good one?
That's a good one because I think you're insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Who's at my door?
dude, I answered that question honestly every single time.
Those are good. I mean, I was gonna go a different route.
Yeah, Kelsey asks me that all the time. And I'm like, there's three of you. I'm dating three different versions of you. Yes, you absolutely know.
Big said, yes, absolutely. I think you're crazy. I feel like I'm dating three different versions of my girlfriend sometimes. That's like me, but her versions are like hangry, sleepy, and horny.
Say it with your chest.
I'm just kidding.
Me or you?
The third, she said, wait a second. No, I mean, the third one would probably be like, if you could, like, what would you describe that as? Like,
Happy-go-lucky.
happy-go-lucky, yeah.
Energetic. I don't know.
Energetic, like, yeah.
I'm
You have
not.
three, like, you're hangry, and when you're hangry, you're hangry. And I get it. Like, I get hangry too.
It's not personal. I just can't function.
And then you're sleepy, and then you kind of get like I don't know, you kind of just are super quiet because you're so tired and you don't want to like deal with anybody or anything. And then you're just like right now, you're just vibing, playing Minecraft. Surprisingly, you're still in the room after the absolute turd bombs I've been ripping out of my ass.
Disgusting. My nostrils are completely fried right now.
So good answers, honey. Going back to this life, huh?
I know.
Going back to this life on other, like, she's so crazy, dude. Going back to this life on other planets. They found water on Mars, right?
No.
I thought they did.
They found liquid on Mars. It could have been water.
And what is in liquid? Microorganisms and orgasms and right.
Yeah, sure, man.
Isn't there like
Microorganisms.
and rivers and stuff. There's obviously it's not like purified
life in our rivers, and we know that. We don't know because we haven't been able to take a water sample.
But I guarantee,
dude, it's just they'd be identifying planets every other day. I don't know, every week, could be every day, could be more than that. But like, it feels like there's got to be other life. Like,
I agree,
but life species.
I think I'm not going to even rule out that human life, other human life. Well, I don't know if there's other human life, but there's got to be something like us out there. You know, I don't know.
Some close.
It brings me to my next question.
Thought process. Yeah, go ahead. Hit us with it.
With paranormal stuff like ghosts, you believe in that?
I think I'd go spirits. I don't know. I don't know what's the changing definition. Like, what's the hard stance on that?
Oh, I don't know. I
like,
mean,
what's a ghost? What's a spirit? Like that? Sure, I get it. I think weird things happen for weird reasons. Now, I don't know. A lot harder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even.
I don't know paranormal activity. I get behind it. That seemed real.
Yeah. I don't know, man. These ghosts. I hear of all these stories and people that are like paranormal, like hunters, and I don't know, man.
Dude, Joe, some YouTuber used to do it, and he faked all of them.
So see, yeah, stuff like that makes me just like.
It's most of the stuff you find on YouTube is fake. Like the TV show, whatever that was, they got proven to be fake.
Our podcast.
We're not ghost hunters. Not fake. That's math. 1 + 1 = fish.
So, and I'm sure we're missing tons of hypothetical questions, but
dude, if I had my brain put together today, I would be able to tell you. But I drove 4.5, 5 hours today, so you didn't get much from me.
Yeah. What do you think the future is going to be like? You think we're going to have like future like flying cars here?
I mean, Jetsons told us we'd already have flying cars now or something.
That's true, because didn't they say 2025 or was it 20?
Could have been 2025. I felt it could be 2027. Was that it? I don't know. But the really interesting thing, and it's really interesting, like theory or quote, is back in old China, the emperor asked a guy, you can ask for anything. What do you want? And he answered, for every piece on the chessboard, I want one piece of rice in the first one, and then you double it every single time. And by the time you got halfway through the chessboard, it was more rice than in all of China at the halfway point. So doubling it again. And I feel like that's where we're at with technology in the future, is everything we've done, by the time we double technology again, we would have done more than we had ever done before. Like in the last 100 years, like since we got electricity, it's taken off. But think about everything before that. And it was so stagnant of discovery and technology.
The future is not what I thought it would be like. Because we're living in the future right now. Like
I mean, every second is the future if you look at it, but like in our lifetime span, we are that in a grand old timeline.
Yeah, get philosophical with me, babe. Get philosophical with me. What did you think the future was going to be like whenever you were growing up as a kid?
Self-driving cars. So I never
they have that.
I never thought, but I mean full autonomy. I never thought it was going to be like cars that flew. I didn't think that would be in my lifetime, but I definitely thought we would be at the point where nobody is driving a car, and they all the cars would communicate with each other and drive seamlessly. Like it would take away accidents, it would know all of that. And
well, I got news for you, brother. You need to take a trip to San Francisco.
Yeah, but it's not perfect autonomy there.
No, it's not. But it blew my mind whenever I'm walking across an intersection and nobody is in a car that's driving. And it has like a big old popper thing. Yeah. Self-driving car. It blew my mind.
When
now,
were you in San Francisco? Oh,
why was I there?
80.
For Lydia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing Billy Balfro.
I'm working on a project over in Santa Rosa.
I think we'll see flying. I think we'll see the idea and things starting to come to fruition of flying cars. I mean, if you think about it, planes.
I don't know about flying. That might be at the very end of our life.
But I think we will see some kind of adaptation of it before we die. And then I'm gonna haunt my girlfriend.
We can see like the first of it before we die.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
We will. I think we will see full autonomy in our life.
Yeah, I'd love to touch on another episode of like virtual reality.
VR and AI are going to be crazy.
Yeah. So maybe next episode we can dive into that. But
yeah, and we can come prep for that. Be a little bit better.
Yeah, these past 2 weeks have been kind of just all over the place. So, but we'll be back with more content next week. I promise you. We have a method to our madness. We got MensTown coming up.
Yep.
Really soon.
Like
2 months?
2.5 months, and we need to do a lot for the presentation. So
a lot more, at least. Got some good stuff. Yeah. So, Bake, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. Much love to you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you for watching, viewing, liking, subscribing. We'll see you.